Run for president. He voted for you. Why I voted for Ron Paul, Politico. While Romney was distancing himself from Ronald Reagan, Ron Paul was fighting with Republicans to balance the budget for the first time in a generation. While Santorum was supporting an unprecedented expansion of entitlement spending, Paul was warning of a great recession that would be caused by government interference in the housing market. And while Gingrich was talking about how he would build up the federal government to push his conservative agenda, Congressman Paul spent all his waking hours focused on dismembering that big government beast. We can't think of anyone who ran in the Republican field or even in the Senate and in Congress who has really, really strict convictions that they've stood by. Maybe one or two people, Alex.
No, I mean, I think the slogan widely acknowledges consistency. Thy name is Paul, and that consistency is why I've been to, on the campaign trail. I've been to your rallies. I've seen those crowds where it's folks in their 70s, it's folks in their 80s, it's
really young people too.
It's
and a lot of Canadians. I don't know why. That's what I found on the campaign trail.
The message of liberty is universal. We get a lot of messages from almost every country in the world.
Here. Okay.
But I mean, the standard bearer for the party right now is someone who has been attacked roundly for having no consistency in any of his platform positions. So it does, I mean, when you look at the Republican Party, it's not just Democrats who say this. There is a certain sense that it is in crisis. And I guess the question is, depending on what happens in the fall in November, is there going to be time where the Republican Party spends some time on the psychiatrist's couch and thinks, okay, we need to sort of circle the wagons and figure out what we really believe in?
Hey, welcome back everyone. I'm Matt Larson 10, and did you guys hear the same thing that I just heard? I believe that there was some positive and actual factual news reporting going on in the mainstream media. This is just something that does not happen very often, so when it does actually happen, I like to actually commend and give a little clap to the people that are out there doing the reporting. Now, sometimes MSNBC can do things just for political gain and to actually try to get more than 10,000 viewers on one of their shows. So who knows what their actual reasoning is behind this for actually giving a somewhat fair interview to Dr. Paul. This was one of their better interviews that I've actually seen with Dr. Paul. I'll include the link down below for the full interview. Great stuff. Definitely check it out. There's only kind of one or two times during that interview where the one guy is kind of a prick to him, but you kind of got to put up with this snarkness. Sometimes it's mainstream media, so you always got to have a left guy and a right guy, and he just happened to be a right guy. But what I really enjoyed about this interview was the lady with the darker hair actually said she went to a couple of Ron Paul's rallies and experienced them and understands why people go there now. And they're 70, 80-year-olds, young people. Everyone is attracted to Ron Paul's message, and it's exactly what Ron Paul said. Liberty is a universal message, and everyone is attracted to that. So I'm glad that Ron Paul did this interview. I think he did a really good job. Not very often do you actually see a Ron Paul interview that goes smoothly, because most of the time they try to spin his words and try to make him sound like he's an isolationist and doesn't want to go to all these wars with all the other countries, when in reality he doesn't want to go to wars with all the other country. He does not want to do that. That's not what he wants to become president for. He doesn't want to be the dictator of America. He's there to restore the republic, and plain and simple, that's it. Give the power to the people. So make sure, I ask that you guys please thumbs up this video. Share it with friends and family. The more people that see it, the better. It's very rare that a mainstream media news outlet actually does a fair interview. Also, if you're new to my videos, click that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of the current Ron Paul news. I'm Matt Larson 10. Go Ron Paul. Peace.